Hi everyone, welcome back to the Vinyl Vault. Hope you're good. Thanks for tuning in yet again. Today I bring you, well, for me, an exciting video. This is a box of records I got from one of my house clearance guys. Different guy to the one that's been supplying most of the records, but I rung him up, just sort of chased him, said, have you got any records? He said, yeah, I've actually just recently picked up a box of records for you, and but I need to charge decent money because there is good stuff in there. So I went over, had a look. He wanted £10 each per record, and although, well, when you buy records individually, £10 each isn't necessarily a lot. When you buy a lot of records at £10 each, it mounts up. But anyway, I bought all the records in this box. They all cost me £10 each. I think it was worth it. It's all Beatles stuff, so any Beatles record collectors out there, Beatles fans, you're going to love this video. This one's really for you. If you're not into Beatles, or you're just sort of into them a little bit, you might like the video because there's some interesting records in here. As I've said many times before, when I years ago, when I was into my own sort of, in my own world, into hip hop and funk and all the dance and all that sort of stuff, the Beatles I had no interest in the Beatles whatsoever. However, in the last 2.5 years, I've played a few of their records and they've grown on me, and look, the opportunity's come up to buy this, and I've been collecting, I've been saving some of their records that I've been getting and keeping them in my own personal collection now, sort of getting into them a bit. And but prior to that, I used to send my Beatles records pretty much to another YouTuber, so check him out if you haven't checked him out already. He is called Beatle Dave the Record Collector. Guy with incredible knowledge on the Beatles, an incredible collection, has been doing YouTube for some time, got a lot of followers, so shout out to Beatle Dave. And as I say, I used to send him my records, and but I started listening to them and started appreciating them a bit more, so now I keep some in my collection, and I'll probably keep most of these. I will go through the Beatles stuff I've got and see if there's anything I can send Beatle Dave, because I used to send him some bits. But Beatle Dave, hope you're good. And yeah, sorry I'm not sending you all my Beatles stuff now, because as you can understand, I'm starting to appreciate them. So but yeah, I'll see what I can do for you. Everyone else, check this out. An amazing box of records from a house clearance, classic blue old school, what do you call it, 70s 80s box, full of goodies. So let me show you. Let's wait no longer, if I can even get in it. Okay, some of the records in here are quite exciting, I believe, anyway, but maybe some of you Beatles fans are saying, no, they're common. Right, so first out, this is a white album. Now, this is how I got them, all in these like nice sleeves, so whoever owned these was meticulous and looked after their records. So this is a Beatles white album. It's not the early limited edition numbered press. It has got an embossed Beatles words here, but this is, well, let me read. In fact, I'll try it. I can't show you the spine, it probably won't come out. This record, well, the cover anyway is immaculate. We're gonna look at the vinyl, but the record, the sleeve is immaculate. This is I don't know if you call it holy grail. This is so clean, it's frightening to even open it. I will do my best to get you to see it. Can you see that? You can see that, right? That is like super gloss, no damage to the corners, absolutely. Well, I'm not going to say it's mint, but I mean it's probably it's going to be like near mint. It's just, look, I'm sure you can see that is just, I'll do my best to get it in shot. It is super clean, and there is the Beatles title of the album, The Beatles. It is super immaculate, the best laminated record I've ever seen, I think. Okay, it's got the very slight corner damage. Now I will attempt to get the spine in, so you Beatles guys can work out what edition this is. I'm not sure I'm going to get this in. If I put my thumb there, it might focus on it. Not sure that's going to focus on that. We shall try a little bit longer. Maybe you can pick that up. Maybe you can just pick that up, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is immaculate. I don't even think I opened this earlier. Okay, that is super glossy, super glossy. Anyway, maybe I'm over exaggerating it. It has got, well, the records, oh God, let's just show you. I'll do my best. So it's got all the gubbins. Let's do my best without destroying this. I do not want to ruin this record. This record is like pristine. I am being so careful because there's photographs stuck in here and everything. Bear with me. Right. Let's put it behind me, and then I can do it carefully. I don't want to damage it. And the reason being, this is probably the best copy I'm ever going to get my hands on. So there's two photographs there. Right. This is one of the records. Okay, it's dusty, which you can appreciate. It's not been pulled out for years and years and years. But apart from being dusty, I would say that is like near mint. If you clean that dust off, that's got to be near mint. Let me get the label up so you guys can actually see what edition this is. Work it out. So hopefully that gives you a clue to what variant that is. Run out groove. It says YEX 709-1, and it's also got M6, and there's a space 298517 if you're really interested. And then two more photograph postcard things, whatever you call them, 10x8 photos. And this is the other LP. That's side 3. I'm not going to show you the other sides. Reason being is I'm trying to handle them with care, because I don't think I'm ever going to get a better copy, so I'm just being very careful with this. Okay, so next out of the box is Abbey Road. Now, again, this isn't quite as good condition as the White Album, but again, you'll appreciate, I mean, you can already see it. Look at the gloss on that, it's incredible. Laminated sleeve, it's just so glossy, in such good condition. I mean, these must have been bought and just treasured. I mean, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. So an absolute find, although I've paid decent money for it. Absolutely mind-blowing condition. I mean, this vinyl is immaculate. I'm just holding it so carefully. The vinyl is immaculate. Okay, there is dust, and the static pulling out of the sleeve, makes dust appear on the wax, but it's just absolutely immaculate. If I turn it over, I'm so worried about dropping it. So that's that. I mean, I've sent Beatle Dave some. I think I've sent him some. It turns out to be some fairly obscure rare variants. I mean, but most of the records I sent him came from the boot sale, so they are not like pristine condition. But what I've bought here is just mind-blowing. Condition is just superb. It's scary. I don't think I'll ever find Beatles records in such good condition. This one is this is Hey Jude. Again, whoever bought these has treasured them, and it's such an honour to get them in my collection. Bear with me. The condition, I just really lost for words. I mean, you can probably see it. Look at that. You can see the condition. I mean, it's just super new. And these ain't reissues. These are originals, maybe not first pressings, but early, I'm going to say it, early pressings, I think. You can just see it's just, there's very slight creases. Let me get a record out, show you this one. I mean, these are just look unplayed. This one's got a hair on it, but I mean, it's just it's just, there's a hair there as you can see, but it's just super glossy. Turn it over. Okay, next one. I've been just being so careful with these. As I say, I don't think I'm going to own Beatles records in such good condition. This one is Let It Be. Again, when you see this out of this, it's out of this poly sleeve. I mean, it's just incredible. I'm not going to pull them all out, but you get the. I mean, look at that. That is just incredible. There is some slight lifting to the laminate, but I'm going to keep it in there. That is just. I just don't really know what to say. I mean, it's just, any Beatles collectors, let me know if you see Beatles records in this condition. I'm sure you do. Okay, so the condition of this again is just absolutely immaculate. It's just super glossy, like new. Okay, next out. So this one I've never seen before. Well, not on my travels, because I think this is a US pressing. This is, it says Help, the Beatles. Again, it's immaculate. It's absolutely immaculate. Original motion picture soundtrack. I mean, this doesn't have a laminated sleeve, but you can see how clean it is. This is a gatefold. I'm just opening it with such care. Gatefold. I'll pull out the vinyl, show you that, just bear with me. Move this. So, this is what it looks like. So it's got the Apple label, but it's like a US version. Again, I'm not going to pull out the vinyl totally, but you're going to see it's just super clean, unplayed, immaculate. Well, it might have been played, but very rare. Then we've got what looks to be another US press. This is Introducing the Beatles, England's #1 vocal group. It says Stereophonic up the top, VJ over here. Again, I've never seen this in the UK. It could well be common in America, but not here. Again, super clean condition. So, as I say, this collector was very serious about the Beatles. Label looks like this. And I think from memory this one was immaculate as well. Just super clean. So I think it was worth the money, just because these records are just so clean. This is excuse me, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. This is really nice. Again, it's not quite as clean as the other LPs that I showed you in the beginning, but it is nice condition. If you can hear that noise in the background, it's a magpie that's annoying the hell out of me. Now, this got a Decca sleeve on it. I don't think these were on Decca. These were on EMI Parlophone, so I'm not sure that this is definitely not this original inner sleeve. This was bought from Star Records, and let's have a look at the condition. Okay, this one's not as good. It does have marks on it, but it's still quite clean. So that's not quite as good as the others. Then we have Beatles for Sale. I'm not sure which way to turn today. I'm trying to care for these records because I know they're just so pristine. It would be a shame to destroy them or get them damaged after so many years of being in storage. Again, you can see that's like a really nice copy. Stereo. This is on the black EMI label. Again, you can see how clean it is. Absolutely buzzing to get records by the Beatles in such good condition. I have found many Beatles records, and as I say, at first I didn't keep any of them, but I have started keeping them, and more often than not, they are. Well, I've never seen them in. Bear with me. Yeah, sorry, I've never seen them in this condition. You know, as far as I can work out, because of the amount of Beatles records I found, they just pressed absolutely thousands upon thousands of them. So they do turn up quite a lot, but I've never seen them this clean. Beatles at Hollywood Bowl. Again, look at, you know, the corners are normally the first thing that gets smashed up. This is again a gatefold sleeve. Amazing, eh? Amazing. I will cherish these. Some of the cleanest records in my collection, I think. Okay, then we've got 1962 to 1966 again. I could probably get away with calling this a pristine copy. This hasn't been opened in years. And I can't remember what goes on here, but there's no credits on the inside here, so I don't know if that means it's a later press. I know there was discussion about different credits on the inside. Both, you know, both LPs here got the correct red inners. I'm not going to open that up, just because I don't want to damage it. But again, I believe that's immaculate in there. Now these might not be the very first presses, but they're early, I think, or early-ish. This is the 1967 to 1970. This is the blue one, special double album set, $3.99 price sticker on it. Again, I'm not going to pull the vinyl out on this one, but you get the gist of it. It's the condition, really. So how amazing! Someone went to all the trouble of not only buying them in the first place, but just looking after them. Probably one of those cases where they taped it. I can't even put that in, I'll do that in a sec. Probably one of those instances where they taped it and then just played the tapes, put the records away for many years. Pipes of Peace, Paul McCartney. Again, one of the cleanest copies I've seen. There's a little bit of tarnish on this, but again, it's just like corners pretty much pristine. Little bit of ring wear there on the rear. Now this is unusual. This is, I think, a US one. This is Shaved Fish, Lennon. It says Disco Mat in the corner. Let's get rid of that. Disco Mat in the corner. So that would have been a record shop, $4.99. So maybe they went on holiday to the States and bought this one. Disco Mat. I'm not sure. I've got a feeling that was in New York City in Manhattan, I think. but I'm only guessing. It's just the name rings a bell from the days I collected hip hop, and I'm sure I've heard of that shop. Let's show you this one. Dusty, and that's not a complaint, but it's clean, or it will clean up. It's just dusty. John Lennon, Imagine. Again, I don't think I've ever seen a version, one in this condition. It's just immaculate. The laminate on this one is not quite as shiny. I don't quite know why. It's not like, unless it's that's a bit of a weird pressing actually. It seems, I mean, that might be a European pressing. This is printed in England. Let's have a look at the vinyl. Oh, this one's got something in it. So there's a poster in this one by the looks of it. Be very careful. Oh, okay. There is a poster, and that has just slid out. What is that? I've never seen that before. Does that normally come in this album? Never seen that before. I've had a few of these albums. I don't think I've had that. I'm going very carefully. This poster's probably never even been opened. I don't think this poster's ever been opened, and I think you know what this poster's about, so I'm not going to open that up. I'm sure you know what that poster is. Let's have a quick look at the vinyl. That is the glossy version. Super glossy, super clean. Super clean, immaculate. Just amazing to think records survive like this. If only I could find more records, find more in this condition. Dreamy condition. Right, what else we got? This is, I think it's called Sometime. John and Yoko, Plastic Ono Band / Elephant's Memory. This is really heavy. This is a double LP, gatefold. Sort of like a newspaper front. I've not seen this one before. This was from HMV shop, £2.90. Oh, I've not seen this before, and it's got a really interesting inners. So it looks like to be a little feather on the top there. It's quite clean. I won't open up the other LP, so that's a double LP. Then this one is more common. I've seen a few of these. This is called a collection of Beatles oldies. Again, look at the condition. It's not your average beaten up, you know, version. That is a super clean cover anyway. And I think the vinyl's super clean as well. So just amazing, eh? So most of these will sit in my own private collection now. However, I will see, as I said earlier, see what I've got that I can send good old Beatle Dave, so let's give him something to review on his channel. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely immaculate. Glossy as they come. I remember sending Beatle Dave one of these actually. I think it was a foreign press that he hadn't seen before. We won't go into that, you know what that is. And it's clean, no doubt. Double Fantasy. This turns up a lot, but again, does it turn up in this condition? I doubt it. Look at it. It's like brand new. Can't quite believe it, to be honest. Can't quite believe the condition. Hope this isn't going to fall over. Paul McCartney, Tug of War. Again, look. How amazing. How amazing. If you Beatles fans out there, if you see anything really special in here and you want me to go back and do another video on it, like, you know, it's a rarity or something, or do you want to do, or maybe I could do a short and just film it close up or something. This is Milk and Honey. I'm not pulling them all out, so just want to be careful. I don't want to ruin them. Heart Play, Unfinished Dialogue. This one's not in quite so good condition. That's on Polydor. It's weird. Don't know why. I wouldn't expect that to be on Polydor. Band on the Run. Yeah, not as clean as the other version, the other records, but more common, I think. That seems to, I see that quite a lot. Venus and Mars. Again, that's quite a nice clean copy. Probably the best condition Beatles records I've ever seen. Definitely owned, but yeah, amazing. This is the last one, which I've never seen before. This is Paul McCartney, Press to Play. Never seen that one before. Now that has had a hype sticker on it in the past somehow, somewhere there, for some reason it's been pulled off, so I don't know if that was a price sticker that got pulled off. This is a gatefold sleeve with the correct inner. So yeah, I've handled those with care, and I haven't gone into great detail on all of them because I'm just frightened to scratch them while I'm trying to film them. So yeah, spent a lot of money on that, but it was worth it. I think. I'm sure it's worth it. I'm sure it's worth it. It's probably worth double that. And yeah, so Beatles fans, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. But just honestly, the condition, amazing, isn't it? The condition. So well pleased. See you on the next video.